up, and welcome to Day to Day Ray with me, your girl Ray Ray. So it is Memorial Day weekend. It is Saturday, May 25th. I didn't know what day it was. And I'm going to decorate a Memorial Day cake, but it doesn't have to be just for Memorial Day. It's kind of just like a patriotic cake, so any kind of Americana type cake is what I'm going to do. I have some cupcakes lined up that I want to make as well, and yeah, so look out for some videos. And I have 2 baby shower cakes coming up in June, so 2 very different ones. One's a baby butt and one is a mermaid, pregnant mermaid. Ooh, so excited. So yeah, so let's get this cake decorating underway. I am using my cake dummy today, so this is going to be our cake. I have this super cute, adorable, I keep looking this way because I'm used to the camera being this way. This super cute, adorable red cake stand. I think I got this at Target. It's plastic. I think it was only $3, like, you know, in that little section when you first walk into Target. I got this in one of my hauls. I don't know when, but they had, like, I think it was a Valentine's Day. What is that? I think it was a Valentine's Day, actually. So I got this then, and it was, like I said, it was $3. So that's going to be our cake tray. That's our cake. I'm going to be using a ribbon cutter. I have my star plungers, as you can see. I do have my rose cutters because I kind of want to put some roses on it. And I have red, white, and blue fondant. So I really don't have no plan. I kind of already have a little bit of an idea what I want to do. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging this. So let's see what I come up with. Let's go.
All right, so I'm taking my blue fondant that I made this morning. My hands are still blue from it. And I'm taking my little cornstarch pouch that I love so much. And I roll my fondant out. Even if it's not long enough to fit around the cake, you can always like do little patches and cover the spaces up. And always make sure you put cornstarch down and lift your fondant up like as you're rolling so it doesn't stick. And I'm taking my new ribbon cutter that I love so much, and cutting my strips out. And then I did take my tool, I don't know if you saw it or not. Oh, there it is. And I'm like cutting in between the lines, make sure I have nice clean lines. And then I'm just going to do a border around the bottom. Like I said, this is a cake dummy, so you actually saw the bottom of the cake pan, so if it flares out at the bottom, that is why. But I'm just putting the little blue border on the bottom, just so that way it cleans it up and it looks super nice. So I'm just sharpening my edges up right here, and then I'm putting my fondant in a plastic bag because you always want to keep your fondant covered as you're working. As you see, I'm taking my red fondant out. You see how I have it packaged up. I've had this fondant open for a while now, and it's still soft, and I wrap it up super tight and make sure it's always covered. I'm doing the same thing as I'm doing with the red fondant as I did with the blue fondant, and I'm taking my ribbon cutter. I swear I love this thing so much. It's at Michael's. Y'all should get it. It makes ribbon cutting so much easier and more consistent. So again, I'm just doing the same thing that I did with the blue fondant, and I'm putting a red and blue band at the bottom, and that is going to be my border. Okay, so the next part of the cake, I'm going to be making a bunting. I've seen some pictures of bunting. It's just like the bunting that you put like over your banners and stuff. So I'm taking my cutter and I'm doing blue. I know I should probably go like red, white, and then blue, but I was kind of saving my red because I only had a little bit of red fondant. So I took my blue, and then I'm putting the white circle in the middle. I like the way the little flowery type design looked instead of just a circle. So once you have all yours cut out, I'm taking my tool and I'm just making like indentations where all the little curves are, like where they go up at. So I'm doing that on the blue and the white, and they remind me of actually little like blue ribbon if you were to put like another circle in the middle of it. It will look like a little ribbon topper. So if you need a blue ribbon thing, that's what you can do. So the one way I was doing it, so you cut out a triangle, and then I was taking it and flattening out the top. So that way the little ridges that I put in there with the veining tool actually makes it like kind of fray. I have one on the cake already just to kind of make it look like it has some movement, like it's moving around. But I decided and I discovered a different way, which is you still make your V cut, and you just kind of open it and fold it and stretch it open. Now the top will kind of come apart a little bit, but that's okay because you're going to put another color there. And then look how much more flowy that bunting is. If you look at the cake, you see how much more flowy it is. Now I rolled out some red fondant, and I'm going to use my red star plunger. And I love plungers because, even though that one fell, because you can literally just plunge it right onto the cake. And so I'm putting my little red stars right in the middle of the bunting. Sometimes they don't always work, but 9 times out of 10 it does. It just depends on the operator of the cake. So there's all my red stars on the bunting. I thought it came out so adorable. So this is my rose cutter. I'm doing the smaller one out of the set. And again, I'm just making my edges are nice and smooth. I pull it out. And this is what works for me. I cut them in half. I never have any luck when I fold them in half like they show. I just cut mine in half. And I'm using my metal ball tool, which I absolutely love, better than the plastic ones. And I'm fanning out and thinning out the edges to give it like a really pretty petally effect and look. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap them just like how they would be when they're folded. Just so that way when you roll it up, the petals aren't like in front of one another. Now I'm taking my little veining tool and I'm using it to help me start a really tight bud in the middle of the flower. And I'm just continuously rolling, trying to make it as tight as possible. And then I'm taking my veining tool and I'm pulling all the petals out and just trying to fluff it out and pull them out as far as I can without making the petals rip. And then you're going to want to do this. I did this with red, white, and blue. So I have a red, white, and blue rose. Then once you get them up there, you can position them before you put your water down, which is what I'm doing now. And position them how you want to. You can add more, add less. Like I said, I just did the red, white, and blue because I decided I wanted something else up there. So I'm taking my rose leaf cutter, or plunger, I'm so sorry. And what I decided to do was do white leaves. And I didn't want to put green on it, so I just did white. And I fold the bottom, and then it kind of gives it like, you know, like life a little bit. And I'm folding the bottom and I'm tucking them in there, and just to kind of give it some kind of motion and kind of cover the bottoms, because the bottoms are super flat on these roses. This thing is a godsend. I absolutely love this is my first time using it, my new clay extruder. I am using the 3-circle plate that is in it to give it a rope effect. And this is going to go around the top of my cake just to kind of hide the top of the bunting. And what's cool is that I was like stretching it out. It was just a little short, and you can just stretch it out evenly and just place it around the cake like I did here. And then you just cut the back and just cut the back together and size it up. And it worked so perfectly and it looks so good. I absolutely loved how it came out. That clay extruder is a godsend. I absolutely love that clay extruder. I'm just using some water to tack it down so it doesn't fall off, but it just makes that top nice and clean, and you don't see the top of the bunting. Here again, I'm using my star plunger, and I'm just putting some red, white, and blue stars on the top of the cake to kind of finish it off. I have some white stars around the bottom where the red and blue bands are, and I'm just, like I said, just finishing the cake off, putting some red stars on it, and that is my little patriotic cake.
Alright guys, here is our cute little Memorial Day / 4th of July cake. Like I said in the video, I know it probably should be red and white or red and blue with a white star, but I was trying to actually save my red, but I feel like I used the most red, but no, I think I used the most blue. But here is the little roses and the stars on top, and like I said, I absolutely love that new clay extruder. It is so much better than the other one I had. If you have money and can get one of those, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Works amazing. Now I know why Yolanda Gamp and everybody uses them, and I'm so glad because it was the first time I actually got to use mine. So super excited. But this cake came out so cute. I always wanted to do the bunting on a cake, but you can do this for like any other like holiday, like do different colors. Maybe do like red and green for Christmas with little Christmas trees, or snowflakes, do blue and white with snowflakes, anything. Also, before you cut them in half, they also look like prize ribbons. So yeah, this, I just kind of went with it, and I'm so glad I did. The cake came out so cute, and I absolutely love it. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this video up because I have some cupcake toppers that I would like to do and get done and release to you guys for Monday or tomorrow, since we are going on a little family thing tomorrow for Memorial Day weekend. So I hope you guys please have a fun and happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Please be safe, don't drink and drive, and remember to be kind, because you don't know what kind of battle someone's going through, so don't be a dick. And peace, love, and happiness. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.